Hello and welcome to the podcast. I'm Marisa.
I'm Ariana.
And we're the Krolmeister sisters. As a reminder, this podcast is rated T for teen for strong language and mature themes.
If you don't want that in your podcast, then stop coming here. Like, seriously, we warn you every time. Just go away.
Wow.
Oh, and maybe head on over to her very own podcast, Unlocked, where they don't have potty mouths and they don't talk about upsetting things.
Generally, I would like to see Tammy Tucky explore grief on her podcast.
I would too. I think I would actually genuinely be like, okay, let's listen to this one.
But they tend to talk to people about things and stuff.
They do tend to talk to people about things and stuff.
Generally, the whole talking to people, like, it's an interview show. Like,
yeah, well,
let's be real.
It's unlocked your backstage pass, I guess is sort of what we're supposed to be getting.
Gotcha. Okay, so what are we talking about today, sister?
I don't know, man. What are we talking about? We are talking about 5 chill and 5 heavy games. I went with it.
Yeah, I appreciate it. So on our Discord, we have, which by the way, we have a Discord now. If you would like to join it to suggest topics, there's an entire channel for topic suggestions.
Oh my gosh.
And no, Carol, you're no longer allowed to suggest why Suki is the best Nancy Drew character. But we had someone called Bubbles. Bubbles suggested maybe like top 5 best shorter / easier / casual and chill Nancy Drew games, and the top 5 best / trickier / darker games. Just as a way of like considering which game you want to play, kind of a thing. So
I decided to categorize these as chill and heavy.
Yeah, so for our chill games, we went with ones that are like short, easy to get into, ones that are easy to follow along with, and not too involved. So yes. I went, like, the first one is Haunted Carousel, because that one is literally, it's the easiest and shortest game of all of them. It takes about 2 to 3 hours to play.
It does not take much time at all. It is very, like, okay, open the book, close the book, we're good.
Yeah, and it doesn't require any outside knowledge of the Nancy Drew series. It is, like, it's nice and encapsulated. And the puzzles are really easy.
They are. They are very... We've talked about how we can improve it, but at the same time, it is a very... It's a cute game. And it's simple in its design, and in its there's no like, I can't figure out what I'm supposed to do.
No, because
Ariana, and then you just do that every time, no matter what.
Someone is constantly calling you to tell you what to do.
That is railroading the game.
It really, yeah. No, honestly, like the reason that this game is so just like easy to do is that it railroads you. It takes you on a roller coaster. More, if we're gonna go with the theme. Takes you on a roller coaster.
You're just so funny, sister.
But it really, it is like if you go to Disneyland and you go on the Winnie the Pooh ride, right?
Yeah.
That's what this game is.
Absolutely is. It's like, there's sort of a story here hanging everything together. But you get to that end and everything works out. You're pretty sure.
Yeah.
That's actually the most apt description.
Yeah.
The Winnie the Pooh ride at Disneyland.
Thank you.
It gets a little weird in the middle.
It gets really weird in the middle, but, you know, it works.
It works.
So, yeah. Haunted Carousel. That is, like, if you want to just pick up a nice, chill game that's not gonna, like, it's not gonna take too much brain power.
You're like, I could just really use an afternoon with Nancy Drew.
Exactly.
Bam. That's the one you go to.
That's the one you go to. Okay.
Yeah,
Ariana.
Absolutely. Similarly, Danger on Deception Island. We famously, you know, for us, between us, famously in our family. Reese and I got this one Christmas, and then had it finished that afternoon. And we screamed at the sky 20 hours of gameplay my ass.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. But no, it is a fun game, and it doesn't give you the runaround. You know what's going on. Like, maybe you'll get lost in the tunnels, but, like, for the most part, it is a real easy, fun, casual game.
Yeah, it is.
Nothing particularly upsets me in this game.
Pretty much. It's just very, like, and it's another one that really takes you on a ride. And there's no part of it where you're just kind of like, I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing.
You're like, okay, I'm digging this nautical theme. I'm, everything's worked into each other. You can find out all the answers very easily if you just, like, pay attention to your surroundings. It's nice. It's not one for you.
It's not one you need a walkthrough for.
No, it is not.
I think all of the ones on this list are ones where you really don't need walkthroughs for.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Maybe one of them.
Yeah, maybe one. So my next one was Treasure in a Royal Tower. That one is incredibly short. Well, I mean, like, our first playthrough was not, but that's because we were... it was my game, and I was 11, and I was too scared to keep going. I kept freezing to death, and I was terrified.
Nancy kept freezing. She was not happy with it.
But it's a very, like, short game, and it doesn't have very many puzzles at all. And it's a huge fan favorite, too. So I think that it's a game that is easy to it's just really easy to pick up and play, and it doesn't require any outside knowledge about the series in any way. And it's one that you can just play in an afternoon.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a good... These are some... See, I'm glad we're going through these games, because these are so nice and casual. They're making me feel, like, chill just thinking about them.
Yeah.
Just Treasure Royal Tower, like... There are moments where you're a little tense, but for the most part, it's just, you're poking around a castle. You're just, everything is really low key and just fun, just nice and as nice and fluffy as the snow outside.
Yeah,
in the game.
I get it.
In that game, because you're snowed in,
Yeah, we get it.
Because there's snow.
Yeah.
And you freeze Nancy to death.
Yeah, chill.
Yeah.
Hypothermia is chill.
It is real chill. And then it feels warm, but it's not actually.
Yeah. But yeah.
Another game, which actually it's very much the same. It is very point A to point B to point C. Secret of the Scarlet Hand. Nope, I said the wrong name. Although that could fit on this, actually. That's not too far off.
More or less.
Secret of Shadow Ranch.
There we go.
I always do that every time. No, but Shadow Ranch is... We make fun of the fact that it's literally you have to complete a task list every day before you go out, but it's nice. Everything's broken up into just a few days. I like those ones personally, where it's just like a day, another day, you solve the mystery. Because it gives you a nice sense of where you are in the story.
Yeah.
So that's fun. But yeah, it's cute. It's a fun ride on your way to the end.
Yeah, it is. It's nice.
Do you agree, dog?
There's a very enthusiastic chow who lives upstairs.
So enthusiastic.
Yes. But yeah. So Secret of Shadow Ranch really is like, I recently started playing it because I was just like, what would be fun? Because it is just really nice.
It's a nice little atmosphere.
Yeah.
You just go in and you play pretend for a little bit.
Yeah. So the last one on our chill casual games is Warning at Waverly Academy. Warnings at Waverly Academy? It's multiple warnings.
There are a few warnings.
There are
let me tell
several
you.
warnings.
Red flags everywhere. Literally, do you get it? Do you get it?
I get it. So, Warnings of Waverly Academy. It's really, it doesn't take very long to play. The puzzles are relatively easy. It's mostly mini games, to be honest.
Yeah.
So like Scram and air hockey and the snack shop. It's all,
oh my god.
like, it's pretty chill until the very last puzzle, and that puzzle is not chill, but everything else in the game.
Whew, that is one of the most stressful moments in all of Nancy Drew history.
It is, but the rest of the game it doesn't require any outside information. You can get through it without a walkthrough, really.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
It's also really fun, just a little standalone, really.
It is.
Because it's very, it feels like a late 90s Disney movie. Do you know what I mean?
It does. Yeah.
It's just, it's very, and I mean Disney Channel Disney movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I love it.
Pretty much. Disney original movie.
Yes.
Exactly.
A can of worms.
But yes. It is. Yeah. So that's the last one on our chill, easy to just pick up and put down games.
Yeah. That one almost didn't make it just because it does have some puzzles that are they're a little more challenging than the other ones. But at the same time, they're fun, challenging, not like...
Yeah. It's not frustrating challenging. It's not rage quit challenging.
Yeah.
And it literally only took me like 6 hours to 100% it.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, it took me at most 8 hours to 100%. It's that quick of a game, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, and you can just, I know so many people who are like, oh yeah, I just have a save of that game that I can just go do Snack Shop Boss over and over again.
That's fun. Yeah.
So, yeah. However, hardest / longest / deeper games. So the games that, most of these games on this list we love. But we're really talking about games that if you have not played any other Nancy Drew game, don't pick this one up. It's not a good introduction to the series.
This doesn't represent us.
It's a game that you're going to want to pick up when you are like really wanting to do something. God, I don't know how to put that. If you want something that's really challenging or that's going to take a lot of time, this is one of the games that you'll pick up.
That you're going to need to concentrate on, not, have that, play that while you're, I don't know, having Community on in the background or something. Yeah. Like, focus on it. Yeah.
So the first one I did was Ghost of Thornton Hall, which is definitely not a casual game. It has some really dark subject matter in the game, and the puzzles are hard as fuck. Like, even just on amateur. Yeah. It's amateur, not junior. Okay. Yeah. Even on amateur, it's actually, it's like, it's hard.
Yeah, absolutely.
It took us, probably the first time we played it, at least 12 hours.
Yeah.
Which is quite a long time for us for one of the games.
When it's two people working together, that like
yeah. So it definitely is. It's longer, and you kind of need knowledge from the rest of the series, like to know who Savannah is. You had to have played Secret at Water's Edge, Shadow at the Water's Edge. I know words. But yeah, so Ghost of Thornton Hall, definitely on the and for a huge part, it's just that it's darker subject matter.
It is. It's a heavy. There's the puzzle element, but then there's also the social element in it. Yeah. Of all the story that you get from each character, and just like it's a lot coming at you.
It's a missing persons case. It is one of the most stressful types of cases, a missing persons case, because it's like the time is ticking. It's one of the most stressful things.
Yeah.
Like, so... And lots of lore. It's a game where you want to just go through everything you pick up.
Yes.
You want to read everything in the game just to be able to know what's going on.
Every tombstone has to be looked at. It is a good one.
Yeah, it really is.
You can get really in-depth in that game.
Yeah.
Similarly, because we'll stick with the good old family dramas. Shadow at the Water's Edge. Also with Savannah, so.
Yeah.
Man, I think Savannah just makes games take a while. No, yeah, but the puzzles alone in this game are nuts. Like, you can spend hours on just the puzzles.
Yeah, pretty much.
Not to mention, like, getting through the family drama.
Yeah. I mean, when I was playing that game on Senior Detective on stream, I literally had people in the chat helping me, and it still took me over an hour to do that monster nonogram. Yeah. That nonogram, it took me over an hour to do it on Master, whatever it is. Whatever the fuck it is. I think it's still Senior. One. I don't know. So... It definitely, it's one of the hardest games, in my opinion. And it's one that has a really dark subject matter. And it's not one that you can just pick up and then put down. It's one that you want to just, like, focus on playing.
Yeah, and the best part is in design of it, they also gave it elements so that you could keep playing even beyond the actual main story. You can do so many freaking Sudoku, Renagram, Nonogram puzzles.
I know.
You can play Pachinko until you die. Because you're just collecting all of the fucking things you can win.
Don't even get me started on how long it took to 100% that fucking game.
And you can keep going beyond 100%, man.
But yeah, so, yeah. Shadow of the Water's Edge.
It's a good one.
The next one I said was Shattered Medallion. It's definitely not one that you can just pick up. You have to know, you have to have played at least Secret of the Scarlet Hand, Danger by Design, Ransom of the Seven Ships to understand who the fuck Sunny is and why you should care about the entire plot of the game.
Oh yeah, you also have to have played Tomb so you know who
Jamila
is and why any of this makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because you don't know if you don't know what Spide is, then none of it makes sense. So you have to have played at least Tomb of the Lost Queen, Secret of the Scarlet Hand, Danger by Design, Ransom of the Seven Ships.
And then like all of the mini games are just references to old games.
A lot of them are. So it's like this is not the first game you should pick up.
No.
You would drop the series immediately if it is. Because you'd be like, what the fuck is this?
What is this random bullshit?
Honestly.
Yeah.
Which, I get it.
I get it, yeah.
But it definitely also just takes a lot of time to play.
Mm-hmm. It does.
Got a lot of puzzles. And the puzzles are really fucking hard. And it is the, one game I cannot play without a walkthrough.
It is really, everything's super obscured.
The main problems that puzzle, the lightning round puzzle, I cannot do without a walkthrough. I can't do it on my own.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah. It makes me cry.
I'm sorry, sister.
But yeah, so definitely Shattered Medallion.
Yeah. For sure. Another one is White Wolf of Icicle Creek. Okay. Now, here's the thing. I genuinely do love this game. Now, you may be asking yourself hey, Ariana, if you love this game, why haven't you finished your playthrough? There's a reason, because it's fucking long and just, arduous, and the puzzles are great. But at the same time, you have to do, Okay, you have to play Fox and Geese at least 5 times. The first time you play to learn how to play the game, and then 1 for each of the 4
sides
pieces.
Yeah.
And that's if you win the first time you try each time.
Yeah.
And then you have to, like, direct Isis through the tunnels without, like, being... It's fine. It's a goddess. Don't
that's not what that's not what I was... I'm thinking about the puzzle.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Your face
I'm always like, is
like,
it my right or her right? Or what?
Yes! Oh my gosh. And then it's just like, is this a single increment or is this multiple increments? I can't tell. Am I telling her to go forward twice or forward once?
Yeah, pretty much. That's...
And then she comes right back, and so you have to do it over again.
Yeah. And then I feel bad.
And then, let's talk about the fact...
You just leave her there, holding up the...
I hate that. I hate that so much. I'm not even going to talk about that part. But, like, you have to complete your fucking chores throughout the course of this game. And that means having to walk all the way back to the fucking lodge in the middle. And I know we've gone over this before. I know we've talked about this. I'm not trying to rehash, but at the same time, it takes a long time. If you want to have a bunch of things that you're just doing constantly, and it's task manager the game, and that can be great, or that can be overwhelming. So only play it if you are ready for it.
If you are in the mood to multitask.
Yes.
Pretty much. Also, you have to have played Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon. Otherwise, the Tina Balducci stuff does not make any sense. That Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon we went on. It's like, what the fuck are you talking... That
fuck is he talking about? Is he plugging...
If you've never heard of that game before, you hear that line, you're like, I don't know what the fuck. Is he having a stroke?
What is this, a crossover episode? Oh my gosh. Petition to redo that game and have Paul F. Tompkins voice Tino Balducci.
Mod in both that game and Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon, where all of Tino's lines are replaced by sounding like Mr. Peanut Butter.
Yes! Paul F. Tompkins!
Gives
he also does great asshole characters too, so
I know,
don't discount that.
Oh, I know. But yeah, so... I had the choice between 2 for the last spot on this. My honorable mention is Labyrinth of Lies, which is the hardest fucking game. But I went with Ransom of the Seven Ships. Because it's not a very long game, but the puzzles are so fucking hard, and it is not a game that you can just pick up. First of all, you have to have played at least the first, 13 games. You have to at least have played the ones with Sunny June in them, and Stay Tuned for Danger. Mm-hmm. But it is also, it's again, a missing persons case, which is not something that is very lighthearted.
And
it's
way
your
worse,
friend.
It's not Maya Win, my friend. It's Bess Marvin, with whom we have had conversations since the very first game. Wait, very first one?
No, I think Stay Tuned for Danger.
Stay Tuned for Danger is the first one, but it doesn't matter. That's the second game. We have gotten to love this character, and now she's in danger.
Exactly. And with George stressing out and everything, too. Yeah. Also, I just don't recommend anyone play that game.
I don't, generally.
Because it's bad. Oh, apparently she was in Secrets Can Kill. I can't remember who our phone friends were in that game, so...
that's a game for another time.
Yeah, but just I don't recommend you play Ransom of the Seven Ships.
No.
But if you are, it's not one you can just play in an afternoon.
No. I mean, if nothing else, the games with the monkeys,
oh god,
having to sit through that spinny one is just...
It's a game that you rage quit a lot.
Yes.
It's like, I am so tired. I have been trying to sail for half an hour, can't get to where the fuck I want to go. I'm just closing this game and I will come back to it later.
Somehow I can't navigate these waters. Where is this? What am I doing wrong?
Pretty much. And it's racist.
It's racist. So racist.
Yeah, it's so racist. So, yeah, those are the 5 chillest games.
Games.
5 chillest games and the 5 deepest games that we think so. If you would like to tell us what you think are the 5...
Uh-oh.
If you want to make sense, you can tell us on our Discord, which the link is in the description. Our Discord, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Did I say Instagram twice? And our fancy website, krolmeistersisters.knifefightclub.com.
You can also find us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Spotify. And you can let us know how awesome we are by reviewing us there.
Yeah, because no one has reviewed us since 2019. I know for sure.
For sure this time.
For sure this time. If you would like to support us, you may do so on Twitch to get access to our cute little wine glass emote, as well as Podcast Night VODs. There's also a hidden channel on the Discord that is open for our Twitch subscribers, as well as our Patreon backers. So if you would like to support us on Patreon, then you may do so at patreon.com/KrolmeisterSisters. I remembered which way it goes. So you guys can get access to Streamcat pictures as well as Podcast Night VODs. And you can tell us what to talk about, which our next episode, one of our patrons has told us what to talk about. So you can be like them.
You can be like them and put words in our mouths.
So, as a reminder, I'm Risa.
I'm Ariana.
And we're the Krolmeister sisters. And we're asking you guys to stay sleuthy.